Welcome to La Casa de Luz. Thank you for joining me for another Pick a Pile reading. This one is entitled, What Are Your Gifts? So I'm going to be delving into what are your spiritual gifts, what are your natural abilities, and your personality, and just overall just a positive message about what's amazing about you. So I have 3 piles for you. The first one is with this Azurite stone. The second is with this blue Apatite, although to me it looks a little greenish. And this one, then pile 3, is the Peacock Ore. Okay, so if you are not pile 1 with the Azurite, you can jump to your selection with the timestamps below. All right, so if you chose the Azurite for pile number 1, this is your reading. Okay, it's a beautiful stone. All right, let's start off with the bottom. So what are your gifts, pile number 1? Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Wow, I love this. So pile 1, your gifts are basically that you bring this Venus energy out. And you're just a pleasure to be around, and you make other people joyful, I feel that pile number 1, you are very feminine in nature, and you're just completely connected to your intuition. And so it's very easy for you to enjoy the moment, I guess, because it's like you have a sense of yourself. You really know who you are, pile number 1. And this, because you found that unique joy within yourself, you're able to share that with others. And so let's see what else you got from the Starseed Oracle. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. Wow, okay. So this to me is like perfect balance, because it's like you are grounded in this earth energy, right? But this Venusian energy as well, as like something otherworldly, higher passions, higher pleasures of life. But you're coming out with the Star Keeper. So pile number 1, you're extremely wise. And if you kind of look at the Star Keeper, it kind of looks like this Azurite. This stone is really good for communication and connecting with your throat chakra. But I also feel whenever you're connecting with your throat chakra and communicating, you're also connecting with that third eye. And if you see, this third eye is kind of zooming out. And so for me, pile number 1, this is indicating that you're very much connected with the other side. And although maybe some people I'm getting this sense that some people might look at you and think perhaps that you are superficial, because you enjoy the moment so much, and you are just completely a joy to be around, and you just have this energy that's very vibrant. And of course, some people don't like that, right? But you're shining so brightly, and it's because you're connected. You're connected to your ancestors. So this pile, you may be someone who does venerate their ancestors. And so your ancestors right now are saying that the gifts that they hold are within you as well. And so this is going to definitely be different for everyone, but think about your roots right now. Think about your ancestors in this body, what blood you have, right? And think about the gifts that they have. Were they from the Mesoamericas, right? Where they were able to just cultivate the land and be connected with the land, right? Or sometimes if we're like in these, maybe in Asian culture, we have this more austere, disciplined lifestyle. And this is a gift because it can take you to a lot of different places. So let's keep diving into what are the gifts, pile number 1. So this is, okay, I'll wait for a little bit. Let me look at the Tao first. So we have 54, the marrying maiden. A compromising situation, subordination, succumbing to seduction, manipulation, low self-esteem. So I feel like this is all the things that you do not have. Your gift, pile number 1, is that you're able to feel freedom and even to bring that to others. You're able to lift people out of having a low self-esteem. You're a joy to be around. You're authentic in yourself, so you don't have to manipulate anyone to understand what it means to be alive. I feel that pile number 1, you are able to see things for as they are and not able to succumb to them or be distracted. And so Spirit here right now is saying that your gifts really lie in your character. Your character is extremely strong, and therefore it's going to take you a lot of different places. All right, let's keep going. The next card I'm going to pull is an animal spirit card. So let's see what animal is representing your gifts. So the moth. The moth is a very interesting kind of insect, right? But a lot of people don't really think about the moth as a spirit totem. And I'm not going to say that I know everything about the moth, but I do know that they're similar to the butterfly, but butterflies, they come out of a chrysalis, whereas moths come out of cocoons. Okay, so I do get the sense of transformation and adaptability, and also someone who wants to go towards the light. Okay, this kind of going towards this lighter space, lighter energy, getting out of this kind of tougher energy. So again, I feel that pile number 1, you are very much connected into a sweet vibration that attracts a lot of people, right? Moths are attracted by light. So, and again, there could be so much more spiritual understanding of the moth as a totem, an animal totem. But I feel for here, it's also saying that when you're really bright and you have this bright light and your vibration is very high, you're going to attract a lot of different type of people. Some people that aren't supposed to be in your energy. So you are someone who attracts a lot. Again, with this Venus energy, right? Venus is a pleasure. It's joy. Who doesn't want to be around joy and peace and pleasure? And so Spirit is saying that this is one of your greatest attributes, is literally your vibration that you vibrate on, because you are a cosmic ancestor. Let's keep going. So yeah, we can do this one next. Submissive. People are submissive to you, pile 1. People want to come to you for their counsel. You are a light being. And Spirit here is saying, because this card came out when I was shuffling, and I did see it, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. But now seeing the rest of the cards, it makes sense, because this is you. And it's very easy for people to be submissive towards you because they know that you know the truth, that you hold something really deep within you. It's kind of giving me like a guru feel. And I'm not saying this to puff up your ego, but I'm saying this in the way to understand who you are. You are a very light being. And so again, you attract many different types of people. And Spirit is saying, realize how powerful you are. Because you're very powerful, and one of your gifts is attraction. But what is it that you want to attract? So we have one more card from the Oracle, and then we'll look at your tarot. It's coherence. Let's read what it says. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. You help people walk towards their desires. Because you're in this mood of joy and peace and pleasure, you help others to realize it as well. So we have the World, Ace of Pentacles, and Temperance coming out. Again, this being of light is coming out. You are this person who brings balance into situations. You are well-rounded. It's like you have traversed so much in your life. You may be connected to your past lives as well. And people can see that just by you being you, and just being, even without saying anything, they can feel it come out of you. They're feeling it coming out of your cellular bodies. And this makes people feel new and joyful, and they feel like very stable around you. And it's like you bring opportunity for people. This is your hand bringing, so much more clarity and peace towards others. So these are the gifts that are coming up right now. I'm sure you have so many more gifts. But this is a big thing that Spirit wanted to talk to you about, pile number 1. So this is my reading. And if you liked it, you can comment, you can subscribe. And as always, sending you mucha, mucha luz. Till next time. Alrighty. So for pile number 2, with the blue apatite, this is your reading. All right, so what do we got here? Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, so what are your gifts, pile number 2? Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I love the coupling of these two cards together. First of all, you have pile number 2, you have been through a lot of things, and it's like you continue to triumph over everything that you've ever gone through. It's like you've hit rock bottom probably several times, right? What you thought was rock bottom at the point, right? And then it's like somehow you're able to just surrender to it all and keep rebuilding yourself. It's like you're able to see the vision of who you are, no matter the situations around you. You are extremely inspired by life, even when it's bad. And that is a great gift to have, because I feel like a lot of people can't see life that way. A lot of people can't go to the rock bottom and still see the light. But pile number 2, you can. You see the light, no matter if there is darkness. That's a beautiful message coming through from Spirit. Let's see what else comes out for pile number 2. Revolution. Oh, Phoenix coming out of the ashes. This is gorgeous. Transformation, a radical change. Give up the old to make way for the new. A quantum leap. It's the exact same thing. You're a person who's able to go through the fire and know that this is all for your benefit. This is all for you to change radically and to go into a whole new level. Every time you've ever hit your rock bottom, or whatever you thought was your rock bottom, this was you just leveling up. You were done with the past. And it's like you're constantly having this fresh energy around you, and it just kind of exudes from you. It's like you're always in this energy of being like, hey, you know what? It could be worse. And I'm so happy it isn't. And I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm going to keep going. And that positive attitude is a gift. And I feel like this is like for your psychology too. It's like how you deal with life and how you deal with stress. Let's see what else comes out for you. We have the gazelle. You're so graceful. And I think that even when it's like hard things are happening around you, you move with grace. And Spirit really wants to recognize this as a really special gift for you. Because I feel that sometimes we don't realize how strong we really are. The gazelle moves very quickly, but it is always alert. So it's like you have this, you're a fast thinker. You keep on thinking, you keep on creating ideas. You're super creative. You are in tune with your feminine nature, but you're also alert, and you're not naive to life. And that really sets you apart from other people, because you're able to move towards things, but like with so much experience. And it's like, you know, the traps, you know, the things that are gonna set you back. And you're like, you know what? I've been there and I've learned from it. I'm moving forward. Again, this idea of a quantum leap happening. So what else what are your guides saying? What are your gifts? Desireless. Whoa. Okay. Pile number 2. You're an extreme, and this is not a bad thing, but you can really detach yourself. So this is an extreme gift. When you're able to detach yourself from the fruit of your actions. and you don't have any desires, right? It's like you know that as you move along, things will just magically happen for you, and you're being led to your highest big picture, whatever that is for you. And it's not really a desire. It's like you already know it's going to happen, so you're not worried about it. You're moving with grace, like I was saying. You're able to move just completely forward through the fire, through whatever happens. Not worried about it at all. That's a great gift to have. We have Cosmic Flower. I love it. I love it. Look at that. So beautiful. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. You are really connected to your spirit and your soul, and you're very connected to the cosmos. And so it's very easy for you to just disconnect and know that things are temporary, that things are not going to be like this forever. You're like, again, you're desireless. You have such a good head on your shoulders, and you don't even realize sometimes that carefree attitude that you carry with you, it's really taking you into a higher level of consciousness. I'm kind of feeling like you may study a lot. I don't know. Maybe for some of you guys, you study a lot, and it's just caused you to really just detach. I'm just getting a very detached feel. So you're very strong. Strength is coming out. The Hermit, which makes total sense. And the Page of Swords. You like being by yourself. You're a person that can be by themselves. There's some people that just cannot be by themselves. And it's because your character is very strong. You know a lot. You know a lot about life. You're not this innocent Page of Swords, right? The Page of Swords is coming in reverse, right? And this is like that person that's just starting off. It's like, no, you're not that. You're actually very deep. You're very philosophical. And you, again, it's like because you can be by yourself, you're able to see the vision. You're able to have those visions more often because your spirit is very strong. You have gone through so much in your life already that you are like not surprised when other things happen. You're like, that's just a part of life. I have to keep moving forward. Where are you moving forward? You don't even care because you know as long as you're authentic and true to yourself, you will go to where you need to be. And that's why it's coming out that you're desireless, but you're also in a revolution. It's like radical change. You're always looking for that radical change. And this is a gift because a lot of people don't like change. So for someone who is like you and also like me, where we like change, where we like things to be spruced up, we like things to take us by surprise. We like to be, but also not be shocked by it, right? We're like, this was a surprise, but we're going to keep moving forward with grace. And we're going to dance our way through this, and we're going to create this cosmic flower. Such a beautiful message, Pile 2. I really do hope that it resonates with you. It's resonating with me for sure. Well, if you did like the video, you can comment or subscribe, or both. And as always, sending you mucha luz. Till next time. So for pile number 3, this is your reading. So this is the Peacock Ore. It's a really cool rock. It's all natural. All right, let's see what are the gifts? Pile 3's gifts. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. And Hiraeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Well, first of all, with these 2 cards coming out, I do feel that you may feel like an outcast, or you just never felt like you belong, but it's because you're meant to pave a new way. Your gifts, pile number 3, are definitely leadership qualities. You imbibe someone who wants to, again, tread a new path, right? Go places that people have never gone to. And it's because you're constantly looking for, where is your place? Where is your home? And your home, of course, is in the stars, but those stars live within you as well. And any being that you want to connect with outside of yourself is also within yourself, as far as being able to telecommunicate. So if there is this sense of, wanting to belong and not feeling where, like, home, just know that you can communicate with that home space within yourself. Anyways, that's an extra message coming through for someone. But forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So the Spirit is saying you are that leader you wish you had. Maybe you didn't grow up having a leader or leadership, people around you, but Spirit is saying it, even though you may have not seen it, and maybe you have, great. But if you didn't, Spirit is saying you're doing a great job of being a leader, of leading your life, leading, towards where you need to be. And again, it's about you stepping out and being super unique. It's like, don't worry about everyone else. Spirit is saying what you're doing is perfect because it's you. You're being authentic to yourself. And that's what Spirit is saying. It's a huge gift. So we have number 26, the taming power of the great. Self-discipline, concentration, strengthen your character from within, self-awareness, realizing potential. Well, that really goes with the message I was saying about, realizing, strengthening your character from within. So self-awareness. When we are aware of ourselves and we're aware of, the connection that we have with Source and Spirit and our guides, then they're able to communicate with us more, and we can be self-aware. And that is a really beautiful place to be. So Spirit is saying here that you do have a lot of self-discipline. You are able to concentrate very high, very deeply, and you may be watching this because you're like, I'm trying to realize this. And Spirit says, continue to create a daily practice. And that's how you're going to get more in touch with your gifts of leadership. If you've been struggling with this, if you've been struggling with self-esteem or any of that self-confidence, Spirit is saying you need to realize your potential. And the potential is very high. Okay? You may be sick for homesick. You don't know why, but it's like you can't catch a break and you're not feeling like you're where you're supposed to be, but Spirit is saying you are where you're supposed to be, but you're supposed to create something new. And so your gift is that newness. Maybe you're already here. Maybe you are already creating something new, right? And you have created something new and you are in this leadership role. So Spirit is saying, yes, this is exactly what we wanted you to do. This is exactly where we were sending you. And just know that you're getting closer and closer to feeling like you belong if you don't feel like that already. All right, beautiful. So there was 2 cards that came out from the Spirit, Animal Spirit deck for this pile. You got the hummingbird and the dragonfly, which is really beautiful because both of these bird and insect, they are of the air quality, and so they're actually very quick, right? Hummingbirds, their wings they move like I don't even know how fast a second, and so you're very able to adapt, because that's what the dragonfly really symbolizes, someone who is able to adapt. But the hummingbird is like the sweetness, right? It's like you're extremely sweet person, and you're very quick moving, and you're able to adapt very easily. And those are your gifts, right? That adaptability to change, to make something new, to create something new, this sweetness of life, this nectar from the hummingbird. And it's also definitely Spirit's way. Both of these are Spirit's way saying that connect with those birds if you haven't been. And they're going to really help you just understand how to be unique, right? Because it's like, if you haven't already figured out your authentic self, Spirit is kind of unfolding it for you, but it's going to take some discipline, and I believe you have that in you, because you're also coming out with enthusiasm. So you're very enthusiastic. I mean, a hummingbird, it's moving so quickly. I mean, it has to be enthusiastic, right? Dragonfly as well. So your enthusiasm is a gift, because you're, again, trying to do something new. You're trying to forge a new path. You're going somewhere, that is, you're not afraid. You're not afraid to travel and go somewhere that you've never been before, maybe that no one's ever been before, right? Integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Sorry about that. Integration. So again, you're able to integrate that negative, that positive, those feelings, really easily, especially when you're in meditation, especially when you're doing some type of thing that's causing you to practice your self-discipline. You're able to really integrate all these different facets of your being and all of your experiences. And it's enabling you to walk a new path and to create a new path. And this is why Spirit is saying these are gifts. These are your gifts. Understand that these different characteristics about yourself that makes you special and unique are your gifts. Utilize them. So let's see what you got in the tarot. So we got the 10 of Swords, we got the 6 of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords. Wow. A lot of mental things here. Again, this is that mind, that vata, the air quality. So, you may be, again, someone who goes very quickly. Your thoughts are quick, and your movements are quick, and that's great. But also, you know how to take care of yourself when you go through a lot of things. That's the point that Spirit is trying to make right now. Like, your gifts are that quick, fast, a lot of ideas, moving towards, what makes you happy, bringing that self-discipline. And you have this ability in your mind to have so much clarity even when there's confusion and hurt. And Spirit is saying that ability to find clarity in your thoughts is going to be a way for you to connect deeper with yourself as you move along your journey. So you have a clear mind even when there's a lot of things going on. That's what I'm getting from these 3 cards being put together. So I didn't do this for any of the other piles, but I felt like maybe I should for this one. Right now, I'm going to just pull one card from the Kuan Yin transmission for pile number 3, regards to their gifts and this message that's coming out right now. One of the cards fell, so I'll keep it. But let's see if, oh, there you go. Oh, well, okay, we're not going to take those because I already have one on the floor. Destiny. All right. I know the path that will best fulfill you as you take your journey. Let my skillful navigation calm and reassure you. Have faith. You shall attain what you seek. Wow. Spirit is speaking really strongly to pile number 3. I think that really goes with everything that I was saying, as far as just that you're creating a new path, and sometimes you may be like, a lot of things are going on and you're not really sure how it's going to get you to where you want to be, but Spirit is saying, rest assured, they have your back. One more. Seek my guidance. I am your divine mother. We belong to each other. Speak to me of your concerns. I will receive all you offer me and show you the way. So this goes back to the very beginning of what I was saying about connecting inwardly to your home space, because obviously Spirit is really trying to get your attention and saying, go within, right? Maybe you are an experienced meditator and you've been getting visions lately and you're just not really sure where they're coming from. This is Spirit saying those visions that you're having, they're all meant for you to go to see through, if that makes any sense. All right, pile 3, this is your reading. I do hope that you like it and it resonates. If not, you can try one of the other piles. As always, sending you mucha luz. Until next time, bye.